Okay. It's take two. I just watched the stream back and it wasn't as loud as I thought it was. But it's just embarrassing. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, Astroneer is on sale. If I look into that. Well, I just bought a game. So I shouldn't look into it, but I'll try. I was just worried it was loud when the books fell because it like peaked the mic. At least it looked like it did. And I was real worried about that. Okay. Oh. I feel a little better about that now. I still feel bad, but it wasn't like head-shattering loud, which I'm thankful for. Alright, so last stream I read some books. I read Where the Wild Things Are and Don't Touch the Glump. I don't have a whole lot of picture books like that with me. But also, so I've got this dinosaur encyclopedia. It's a really nice book. It's Dinosaurs: The Grand Tour. Everything worth knowing about dinosaurs from Erdonyx to Suniceratops. It's got field notes for Jack Horner, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it's a good thick book. This is second edition. I got the first edition too. It's not nearly as thick though. Sorry. I was sneezing. Oh boy. But it's supposed to got every single it's supposed to got every single dinosaur in it. I don't know if anyone else is, but I am a dig. I'm not a dig. I'm a big dinosaur nerd, I guess you could call me. And my first dinosaur book I can remember was I have it. I just don't want to pull it out because it'll make noise. It's the IW book, I think. Is that what it's called? IW? I think so. It's either that or an eyewitness book. It might be an eyewitness book. Oh, no. It's by Burlington. It's a Burlington book. It's the Child's Dinosaur Encyclopedia. I got it when I was in... Excuse me. I got it when I was in preschool. Sorry. I just need to blow my nose. Okay, that's better. I get that book when I was in preschool, and I loved it to death. It's got Scotch tape all over it. It's barely holding together. It's got a bunch of stickers on the inside cover. A very well loved book. But a lot of the stuff in it is outdated now. Like, I think in the book it says Moss Chops is as big as like the house I was in at the time, I think. Or I might just be remembering something wrong. Moss Chops is not that big. And it's not a dinosaur. Yeah, so, but this book, I still haven't read this book all the way through. It's 168 pages, counting the glossary and all that stuff. So, yeah, it is. I think it's got like aquatic reptiles like mosasaurus and stuff in there too. The illustrations in it are really nice. There's a image of Velociraptor. It's just beautiful. It might not be in this book. Oh, there it is. I wish I could show you. But it's Velociraptor with this really pretty plumage that goes from a white to a pink to a purple, and then the wings go from a blue-green to red. It's just a really nice piece of art. But I was thinking I could read some stuff from the book because I want to talk about dinosaurs. But I'm also not very good at reading out loud. So, I think I'll read some. Let's see. I don't know who's here, if anyone. Should I turn to a random page or start from the beginning? just start at the beginning. I don't know who's first. Okay, so I guess we start. Yeah, it's ordered by the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. The Cretaceous is like twice as long as both the Triassic and Jurassic combined, so most of the book is the Cretaceous. A lot of the weird ones are from the Triassic. I guess I'll just start reading. So, if you want to follow along, if you have this book, I'm on page 18. Okay. I don't think I have a real dramatic reading narrator voice, but here we go. It began around 250 million years ago with the Permian Triassic extinction event, the so-called Great Dying that mysteriously obliterated 9 out of 10 marine animals and 7 out of 10 land-living species, almost extinguishing life on Earth. Relatively soon afterwards, the dinosaurs began to rise. Around 230 million years ago, halfway through the Triassic period, they evolved from among a group of small, slim-limbed Archosaurian predecessors and commenced an incredible 160 million year era in which they would dominate the Earth. The dinosaurs' early evolution is gradually coming to light now. Well, peering back into the darkest depths of geological time is a difficult business because there are relatively few well-preserved remains, with every good find yielded by fossil-rich formations such as Argentina's Izquierdo National Park, better known as Valley of the Moon owing to its lunar clay landscape. A more detailed understanding develops of the emergence of dinosaur life. This was an era in which today's continents were connected in one great landmass called Pangaea, which was only habitable around its periphery. The center was a scorching desert so far from the surrounding ocean called Panthalassa that moisture never reached it, but around the cooler fringes of that huge tract of land an astonishing diversity of animals arose, of which the dinosaurs first only formed a small minority. Mammals began to evolve. Winged flying reptiles known as pterosaurs flew through the skies. Long-necked plesiosaurs and fish like ichthyosaurs roamed the seas, and then gradually, from being primitive little omnivorous hunters, the dinosaurs began to diverge into carnivorous theropods and herbivorous ornithischians and prosauropods. Here were the distant ancestors of the terrible killers and gargantuan plant eaters that would represent the dinosaurs' apex more than 100 million years later. The era closed with another great series of extinctions over millions of years, but the dinosaurs were not hindered. Indeed, the absence of former rivals enabled them to flourish. By the end of the Triassic, they were ready to rule the world. Okay. That's one page. And then, after that, each page is dedicated to a species of dinosaur. And we could just go through the book. I go through the whole book on stream. It take me a while, but I could do it. But I feel like the floofies are more fun. Alright. So on page 20 is Herrerasaurus. And then it's got the whole name, so it's got the first name and then the second. And I don't even want to try pronouncing the second one. Herrerasaurus Ischigula tensis. tensis. It's from the late Carnian in the Triassic. 230 million years ago, weighed 772 pounds, from Argentina. They got up to 20 feet long. Ever since 1959, when a goat herd named Victorino Herrera noticed its bones in the foothills of the Andes, this carnivorous biped with a deep head and huge teeth has prompted great debate. Some doubted whether it was a true dinosaur, with an alternate opinion being that it was a sort of ancestral proto-dinosaur. If it was a dinosaur, questions surrounded whether it was a theropod or a sauropodomorph. The discovery in 1988 of a near-complete fossil, including a skull, seemed to clarify matters. Most experts concluded that Herrerasaurus and its relatives were early theropods, but a phylogenetic analysis in 2014, led by paleontologist Jonathan Bittencourt, suggested that Herrerasaurus and its relatives sit in their own branch in the Saurischian tree, between the earliest theropods and sauropods sharing characteristics with both. And then on page 21 is San Juansaurus. Lived in the late Carnian. It was 13 feet long and weighed 550 pounds, also from Argentina, or what is now Argentina, I suppose. 2017 study by Matthew Barron and colleagues suggests that Herrerasaurus were early sauropods. This information comes from that year's analysis proposing to tear up a model for dinosaurs' relationships that has lasted 130 years. It argues that ornithians are not a separate group of dinosaurs after all, but are part of a larger group that includes theropods. This claim is supported by numerous skeletal similarities between theropods and ornithians. They also note that some members of those two groups are known to have had fuzzy or feathery integument, skin covering, which to date no sauropods have been found to have. Those in favor propose calling this new theropod ornithian group Ornithioscelida. Sauropods and Herrerasaurids would remain as the sole members of the Saurischia group, but these ideas are not yet fully accepted. At the very dawn of confirmed dinosaurs, At the very dawn of confirmed dinosaurs' presence in a fossil record circa 230 million years ago, the three traditional main types of already existed: ornithians, bird-hipped dinosaurs, and within the Saurischians, lizard-hipped dinosaurs, the sauropodomorphs, and carnivorous theropods. That is why we can't talk about any one species being the first dinosaur. Well, a study in 2012 of the 243 million year old Niasaur suggested it was the earliest known dinosaur. This remains unconfirmed, and other experts would prefer to term it a dinosaur form, a closely related animal just outside the dinosaur proper. The patchy evidence we have from ancient rocks shows no confirmed dinosaurs, and that suddenly several kinds of each of these categories. Herrerasaurus gives its name to the Herrerasauridae group, which also includes Styracosaurus, page 26, and the recently discovered San Juansaurus. San Juansaurus was discovered in Argentine rocks of the same age in San Juan province, naturally enough, and was very similar to a medium-sized Herrerasaurus. Its fossils, discovered in 1994, included long leg bones that suggested San Juansaurus was the faster runner in this family of very early hunters. Okay, my arm's getting tired. Let's go to Floofies. But that leaves us on page 22. I need a bookmark. I don't have a bookmark. I guess I'll use this piece of paper. Tip water. want to get one of those fluffy mic covers. I can't remember what they're called though. I hope they're not too expensive. Because that'd be a lot of fun to play with, I think. I think we'll go too much longer tonight. Maybe another 30 minutes because I'm already passed out myself. I was just excited to stream again. But I don't think I'd be this tired right after I started streaming. All these foofies are making me sleepy. Are you guys watching the Arknights anime? It's way better than I was expecting it to be. Like, I used to play Arknights when I had like an older phone a few years ago, and then it needed an update, but I didn't have enough space on my phone. Even if I uninstalled everything, all the other apps I had, so well, I guess I'm not playing Arknights anymore, and I kind of put it down. But the character designs, I really like them. Is it Amia? That is cute. I know it's on Crunchyroll. I don't know what else it's on. I think new episode is every Saturday. I think. I'm not sure. I don't think if I gave this teddy bear a name, I can't remember what it was. When me and my brother were little, we didn't have G.I. Joes or Transformers or really anything like that. We had Tonka trucks and Hot Wheels and stuff, but we asked for Beanie Babies, stuffies. And when we got a new one, we didn't give them names like, oh, this bear is Robert, or this other one is Twinkle or something like that. I don't know. So if it was like a bear, for example, we'd add a kind of like a suffix. I don't know if suffix is the right word. But so we'd call any of our bears would be bear-a-d, any of the cats would be cat-a-d, or lion-a-d. We added a d to the end of their names, all of them. I don't know why, but we did. So I probably called this bear Bear-a-d. I don't know why we did that, or who decided we were going to do that. If it was me or my brother. But we did it. Yeah. That was a long time ago. I've had this bear for a really long time. I don't even remember how old I was when I got it. It's got a tag somewhere. Oh. Well, the copyright on that tag says 1991 to 96. And I wasn't born then, so I don't know if she was holding on to it, if she had it before I was born. I'll have to ask her, my mom. It's from the Boyd's collection. Bears in the Attic. Mine is darker brown. My brother's is a tan color. I kind of want to find him now. Should we do that? I watched the VOD back, because I was curious about the volume and stuff and how it sounded. And the typing wasn't as good as I thought it would be. I thought it would be louder. Should we look for him? Let's try and find my bear on the internet. Oh, the Boyd's Collection is a company founded in 1958. Oh, they've got a store. A really old web page. Oh, my mom has some of these bears. Yeah, they've got little ones dressed up in angels. Some on skis with fluffy ear mufflers. So mufflers. How do you say that? I don't know. There's a moose. I wonder. Our webpage is really old. Do people still collect Boyd's bears? Okay, well, let's see. Boyd's Collection, bears in the attic. Alright, so what the tag says. Yeah. Bears in the attic. Oh, there's my brother's bear. Yeah, that's my brother's bear. Did they have bows? They might have had bow ties. Is that it? Oh, it's too bright, maybe? I don't know, they all look kind of the same. Yeah. I'm a really big fan of the really old teddy bears with like jointed legs at the hip and arms at the shoulder. I don't know why, but they're appealing to me. That's kind of what I am. If I move the blanket, see, if I move the blanket, you can kind of see it better. I'm a jointed bear. I can't tell if it's my bear or... Oh. There he is. That's you. You're there on the screen, look. He's got a bow. Mine does not have a bow. $7.50, $18.90 shipping. I don't need another one. But we found him, I think. It looks like him. Maybe it's the lighting that makes him look a little brighter. But it's about the same size. Bears in the Attic, Boyd's Collection teddy bear. I think we found him. I don't know what I thought that would go, but I found him already. I didn't know you were a Boyd's Collection, or that old. You're older than me, Bear. He's older than me. My mom got him this one and my brother's at RC Wiley, I think, because she used to do like she was a clerk or something at RC Wiley, and I think they used these in a display, and they gave them to her. So I've had them as long as I can remember. Cool. There's this really cool website. I can't remember what the name is. I think I bookmarked it somewhere, but it's like this auction site for all these really old teddy bears from like Russia or Germany. I think because they've got like Russian names, like Boris. I don't know if that's actually a Russian name, but it's a really cool website. There's some really cool looking teddies on there. Jeez. I don't know why, but the images pulled up my Chewbacca pillow pet and selling for $52. Is it worth that much? Why would anyone buy that for $52? That just seems absurd to me. I don't know. No, that's not what I wanted either. Did I bookmark it? I didn't. Sorry. Just be warned, if you Google old teddy bears and do an image search, some of them are very creepy. Yes, sorry, Bob. Very creepy. I really want to find that site again. The heater's on, the furnace is on. I apologize if it's loud. Hopefully it's not too loud. The furnace is right next to my room. Oh my goodness. That gives me goosebumps. So the Guardian has a it just came up well, I guess it's a Guardian article. Much loved teddy bears in pictures. And you can tell just by looking up how much their kids love them. My goodness, they're so worn. What is it? Is this an article? Much loved teddy bears in pictures. Yeah. Some of them don't even have fur anymore. If they did. Edward. So the first bear is named Edward. Age 104, height 23 inches, belongs to Melissa Nolan of the Dolls Hospital and Teddy Bear Clinic. The lady telephoned me at the Dolls Hospital and said she had a dilemma. She explained she had possessed a very old teddy bear, which had belonged to her father in the early 1900s, that she loved dearly. But she was getting old herself and could see trouble ahead. It was of grave concern to her that her two sons might fall out over this teddy bear. Both had played with Edward as children and both wanted him. I told her to bring the bear to me and we could have a chat. I identified the style and age of the bear. He was a Steve bear from 1909, and this fact was going to play a part in the brothers falling out because of his perceived value. Oh, so they didn't want him because they had an emotional connection to the bear. It's because the bear was worth something, huh? That's sad. And the next is Floppy. Age 6, height 9 inches, belongs to Eve McLaughlin. Floppy has gone everywhere with Eve from the time she was able to hold him. She rubs his paw on her nose and lips as she sucks her thumb. He makes her feel safe and sleepy. One day, Floppy fell out of the buggy in the park when he fell asleep. My husband, Michael, hardly slept at night. Eve was so upset. He got up at some unearthly hour and was standing at the gates of the park when it opened at 7 a.m. He searched everywhere and in desperation tried all the bins. He says that apart from his wedding day and the birth of the kids, it was the happiest moment of his life when he found Floppy in that bin. And Floppy looks very well. This can't make me cry. And next is One-Eyed Ted. Aloysius. Age 5, height 13 inches, belongs to Babette Ryan Gary, and his brother Mano. Both owned this bear as children. Gary took to carrying him around as an adult after watching Brideshead Revisited and renamed him Aloysius. He often spoke of him on the radio show he hosted for 22 years. There is still a trace of lipstick visible that Gary's mother Maureen applied at one point. Since Gary's sudden passing in 2010, One-Eyed Ted is being cared for by Gary's daughter, Babette. Yeah, there's still some lipstick on his face. A very loved bear. Okay. I kind of want to put this link in chat because it's cute. Oh, do I get time? Can I time myself out by putting a link in chat? No? Okay. Well, it's the Guardian article, Life and Style. Much loved teddy bears in pictures, Mark Nixon. It's a very cute article. I kind of don't want to read anymore because I'm going to start tearing up. I'll look for the site later. We'll go a little bit longer, okay? I put the link in chat to the Guardian article. I'm sure you can find just by Googling much loved teddy bears and pictures. Glasses keep sliding down my nose. Everything's okay. I keep yawning. Okay. I think we're gonna end it. I'm ready for bed. Let's see if anyone's live to read, or if we just want to end it here. Fawn is live. Oh, Teeny's live. She's playing Valorant. Yeah, should we rate Teeny again? Even though we rated her last time? because Fauna is playing God of War, and I don't want to spoil it at all. So yeah, maybe we'll read TV again. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to write. Oh, my goodness, I can't spell. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And anyone that was lurking, I appreciate you and I love you. Excuse me. I'll just give you some rubbies today. The raid's ready. Good night, everybody. Sleep well. Teddy loves you.